Hi guys, welcome to this video. So this is Dr. M.MOORTHI working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Automobile Engineering, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So this is the lecture series of vehicle maintenance and reconditioning. So in this video we are going to discuss about automobile starting system maintenance. And then if you see the starting system, what are the components in the starting system, and then how to maintain each components employed, and then what are the importance and then the necessity of maintaining the each component in the starting system. So and then what are the benefits of maintaining the starting system. So these are the things we will discuss in this video one by one. So first, if you see the what is starting system. So the starting system, it includes the number of components in order to make the vehicle to start. So the major components of the starting system like batteries, starter motor, solenoid, and then ignition switch, and then wiring and other connectors. So among these, the major component is the battery. And then so this in this previous lecture video, so we have discussed about the maintenance of battery system in the automobile vehicle. So and then one of the importance of maintaining these components will enhance the performance and the lifetime of the each component in the system. So the major components of starting system are the battery and the starter motor. So the starter motor is used to convert the electrical energy into the mechanical force to make the engine to run. And then solenoid valve. So this solenoid valve is used to high current switch that engage the starter motor. And the next ignition switch activates the starting system upon the key turns or bottom press, and then based on the rotation of this ignition or switch, and then the engine make the starting system will turn on and then turn off, and then the accessories like wiring and then other connectors. And the next is the common starting system problems. So what are the major problems in the starting systems are the dead battery conditions, and then faulty starter motor, and then bad solenoid, and then corroded terminals, and then one ignition switch. And then dead battery is the battery condition is the very poor, so that it is very difficult to start the system or the car. And then fault starter motor, it produces the clicking engine, but engine does not make into the crank. And then bad solenoid, and then corroded terminals. Yes, after some times the terminals of the each component may get corroded, so it is very important to remove these corroded terminals so that we make the better connection. The next is battery maintenance. Yes, we see, discussed earlier. So, what are the key parameters that we need to take and care in the battery maintenance? It starts with the terminal cleaning, and then electrode light level check, or the water level of water level need to be checked, and then voltage testing, and then to use a battery maintainer, and then we need to replace this battery after some periodic time so that we make the better conditions. And then starter motor maintenance, and then starter motor maintenance, what are the key steps that we have to take and care. And it starts with listen for unusual noises, and then after that inspect wiring and connections. So while these steps is the important is to check where the unusual noises is happening, and then to check the starter relay and the solenoid, and then to avoid prolonged cranking. And then after these check them so that we can identify where the issues is happening, and then how to make the corrections in that particular component. And the next is solenoid maintenance. It starts with inspect the connections, and to make a test with the multimeter, with the help of multimeter, to check whether the electrical function is regularly or unusual or irregular. And then to make the distinct click means the proper engagement of the solenoid valve. And then if it is a bad, it is in the bad conditions, it is the better to replace the faulty one into the new one. And the next is the to maintain the wiring connections and the various connectors. of the starter, and to make inspect the wirings whether it is the proper or improper, and then to make clean the connectors. It is very important because yes, if we after some times of the maintenance, there is a possibility there is a rust formation or corrosion formation in the surface of terminal. So it is that very important to make the cleaning work in the of the terminal, so that we get the better connection between the wiring and then the better functions. And then what are the troubleshooting tips that we need to identify? And then with the no, if it is the to check the battery voltage, where it is the no crank means there is no start. And then after that, we make the slow crank in that to maintain the corroded terminals, and then the other starter wears. So if it is happening means we can make and then with help of some unusual noises. So we can identify where the noise is happening, and then what are the steps or the reconditioning steps is required at the particular the component, so that we can make the maintaining work. So thank you.